Welcome to Cruise Ports on a Budget, where I'll show you some of the things you can do in various cruise ports without spending a fortune. Well, here we are in Valletta, Malta. There's a few ships excursions which go off to the south to the fishing villages, but most people just wander around the town of Valletta, which is quite a beautiful town. That's what we'll be doing today, and as usual we'll try and do it with spending as little money as possible. The town itself is built quite high above the waterfront, so it's quite a bit of a walk up there, but luckily they've installed a lift called the Baraka lift, which takes you up to the upper Baraka Gardens. As you can see, it's quite a distance up there.
Thank you.
So we're now in the upper Baraka Gardens and looking down there over the saluting battery, which we'll come to later on. They fire the guns at 12 o'clock, which is quite interesting. As you exit the upper Baraka Gardens, you immediately come to this old 16th century fort, and on the right the beautiful Auberge de Castile. Just around the corner is the church of Santa Caterina, which is beside the statue of Jean de Valette, after whom Valletta is named. If you want to save your legs a bit, one good option in Valletta is this land train, which takes you right around the city for a cost of about €6. But there are some lovely side streets which the train doesn't go down, so it's well worth walking. And if you do go down the side streets, you can find some lovely pavement cafes at very reasonable prices. The main streets themselves, although pedestrianised, are extremely busy, especially when there's a cruise ship in port. But there's plenty to see. At the end of St Zachary Street, you come across St John's Co-Cathedral, which looks very plain on the outside, but don't let that fool you, it's absolutely stunning inside, and well worth the admission. Don't forget to visit the oratory, which houses a dozen or more of Caravaggio's paintings, including the largest canvas he ever painted and the only one he signed. Caravaggio worked in Valletta for many years and donated many of his paintings to the cathedral. Tucked away in a corner is this small spiral staircase leading up to the balcony. It's absolutely worth climbing for the incredible view over the whole cathedral. After the peace and quiet and stunning splendour of the cathedral, we're back out again onto the busy streets. This is St George's Square, just off Republic Street. Once again, don't forget to take a stroll down the side streets for some more pavement cafes. Just around the corner from that particular cafe is the Greek Orthodox Church. One thing to look out for in Valletta is the overhanging balconies on many of the houses. You won't find these on the main streets, so be sure to wander off down the less frequented roads. As you can see, Valletta has quite a few steep walkways. We've dropped quite a way down from the main streets and we're now making our way up to the saluting battery, hoping to get there by 12 o'clock for the firing of the gun. We've made it back to the Upper Baracca Gardens and the saluting battery just in time. It's only just gone noon now, so there's time to take a stroll back into town and perhaps find a pavement cafe for some lunch. Once again, we've gone off the beaten track and are now in the lower part of the city, heading back towards the port. It's well worth exploring away from the main centre, as there's some beautiful buildings down here. The lower road that leads out through Victoria Gate, and we're now back on the main port road. Just along from the port is this lovely old souvenir bus. And then finally, we're back at the ship. There are plenty of other places to see in Valletta with paid admission, but we wanted to keep our costs to a minimum. The equivalent shore excursion was Valletta on foot, costing £98 for 2 people, and that didn't include any admission prices. We spent just €2 on the Baraka lift and €20 to go into the St John's Co-Cathedral. That was optional, but was well worth it. Check out some of my other videos for hints and tips on how to save money at other ports.